I am the jungle guard. This morning, I am looking at the current issue that has to do with the Nigerian and the Ghana. Ghanaian youth has come out to tell Nigerian businessmen and Nigerian residents in their country to leave Ghana with immediate effect. Otherwise, they'll deal with Nigerians in their own ways. I don't know if this call is backed up by the Ghanaian government because the government has not come up with any communique as regards this pronouncement by the Ghanaian youths. There are so many videos we watched recently where the Ghanaians are on the streets urging Nigerians and other foreigners in their countries to leave, with particular emphasis on Nigerians. I don't know how Nigerians have offended them. Nigeria hasn't offended in any way. Their claims was that Nigerians staying in Ghana makes Ghana unsafe, that it poses a security threat to the Ghanaians. But they have not specifically itemized the issues that has actually provoked them to make such utterances. We've seen so many videos. The one I watched yesterday was so annoying, was so embarrassing, that at the forefront, a woman was even saying that if Nigerians don't leave, they are going to deal with Nigerians in their own way. They've forgotten that Ghanaians are living in this country as well. I wouldn't know if what they are doing is, as if they are trying to retaliate, or is a retaliative measure. I don't know, because I was looking at it deeply. Could it be because they are trying to retaliate? Because sometimes ago, around when I was very small, 1980s, yes, Ghanaians were asked to leave Nigeria. But then it was an arrangement between the Ghanaian government and the Nigerian government. The government of the day then in Ghana asked the Nigerian government at that time to move all Ghanaians from Nigeria back to Ghana so they can rebuild the economy together. So it was an official agreement between Ghana and Nigeria, not on the basis of any other thing apart from that. It was for economic reasons and political reasons. The Ghanaians government wanted their citizens to come back to Ghana and build Ghanaians and build Ghana. And now you can see Ghana is okay now, economically and politically stable too. But in this case, what Ghanaians are insisting on is that Nigerian staying in Ghana is posing a security threat to the Ghana. Is posing security threat to Ghana. And they've not actually come out to tell us precisely or how will I call it? They've not actually come out to tell us specifically these are the things, these are the issues, these are the crimes committed by Nigerians that has provoked them to make this kind of utterances. They are claiming that Nigerians are prostitutes in Ghana. Yes, in Nigerians then, 85% of prostitutes in Nigeria then were Ghanaians. And Nigeria did not send them out of Nigeria because of that. Yes, I remember that was when this bag codenamed Ghana Must Go came up. It was out of their movement from Nigeria to Ghana then that they needed big bags to put their things. We had to move out of this country that that we came up with this issue of a Ghana Must Go, which is still a common bag in Nigerian market to date. But their movement from Nigeria to Ghana then wasn't a result of any social reasons. It was highly the two governments coming together, agreed upon the movement of Ghanaians from Nigeria to Ghana in order to build Ghana economy. But in this case, it's the reason they are given is uncalled for. They don't have a tangible reason to embarrass Nigeria. I see it as embarrassment. I see it as an embarrassment. Yes, VDM was in Ghana recently to actually find out the reason why this is so. From the interview held with the Nigerians living in Ghana, the Nigerians were claiming that by standard, according to the commercial or the economic policy of Ghana, which I know also it's an international trade policy, that a foreigner does not have to engage in a retailer's business. What in every country, The foreigner is only entitled to engage in a middleman business. That is a wholesale business. A foreigner, whether legally, whether you are legal or illegal immigrant in the country, you cannot engage in the retail business. That is true. That is known. Now, the guys in Ghana, Nigerian guys in Ghana are saying that yes, they have always followed this policy that they don't want to venture into retail. But it is quite that each time they sell their wholesales to Ghanaians, that the Ghanaians don't usually pay. Can you imagine that? Which is a criminal offense. How will you ask me to do business in your country? You are not preventing me from doing a retail business, restricting me to a wholesale business. And I've applied, and yet I'm selling the retail, the wholesale product to you for you to retail, and yet to pay me back becomes an issue. It's because I'm leaving your country. And so that is why you have the effrontery, the God to do that. And nobody will be happy with it. And that is why Nigerians have said no to that. You understand what I'm saying? Because the interview held with some of the Nigerian businessmen recently by VDN, those were the complaints the Nigerians were given. And the Ghanaians are insisting that Nigerians should not venture into retail business. And yet you are telling me that I shouldn't venture into retail business, and I'm giving you goods from a sales perspective, from the wholesale perspective, and you are not paying me back. So you want that business to crash. Of course, I will open my eyes and watch that happening. You understand? Now, we are talking of prostitution. Nigerians are prostitutes in Ghana. There's no country that does not have prostitutes. There's no country that doesn't have prostitutes. So that claim claim is uncovered. That claim is not a fact that they can stand upon to cause embarrassment to Nigerians in Ghana. I call on the Ghanaian government to look critically into this and call their youth to order. Nigerian governments are also, I call on you right now to also open your eyes and your ears and see what is happening in Ghana. Call the Ghanaian government to order. Call the Ghanaian youth to order. Enough of embarrassment. We have Ghanaians in Nigeria here, and we don't cause this type of embarrassment to them. We don't do that. You go everywhere here, you see Ghanaians trying pop up, doing businesses, and nobody's restricting them to retail business. Yes, you are free to do any business you want to do. We are Africans, we are brothers. So I cannot imagine why these Ghanaians are behaving the way they are behaving. It's quite, in fact, it's quite uncomfortable and it's embarrassing. I therefore call on the federal government to call the Ghanaian government to order, that the Ghanaian government should call their youth to order and find a lasting solution to this. Thank you. I remain your jungle guard.